Alright, today I'm going to show you how to create texture on the surface of your metal. Texture like this you can see in this type of a ring, where instead of having that flat surface of metal like this, now instead you've got some different texture on it. We have different tools that can give you different types of texture, and I'm going to start with showing you how to do it with hammers. So depending on the shape of your hammer, you can get different effects in the metal. So if it's rounded, you're going to get more of a rounded divot. If I use a flat side, you'll get less showing, and if I use the corner, I'll get kind of a little bit of a curved line. We also have riveting hammers. These have a line at the top and a square at the bottom, but you can use those to get sharper lines. So I'll show you how each of these look. Now when I'm hitting my metal, I'm trying not to hit the steel against steel, because you never want to do that. Instead, I'm focusing on just getting it on top of the brass. Alright, so with that hammer, I was able to get some kind of more linear marks. My personal favorite is with the curved edge of a hammer. And that gives you more rounded marks. Now, when you would do this hammering, typically you would do it after you cut out, or before you cut your shape. So for instance, if I take this and if I wanted to cut like a wavy line, I want to do the texture first. Otherwise, my edges will become distorted from that texture because it's really pushing the metal around. Okay, some other tools that you can use. We have a box filled with different texture tools, and then we also have some stamp tools. So these are how you get letters and things like that. So if I want to use a letter one, I'm still going to use my steel block and my piece of metal, and I'm going to take my letters and I'm going to hold them up against the metal. But now I have to pick a different tool because you never want to hit metal against metal, steel on steel here. So now I'm going to use a mallet. Alright, so a mallet doesn't have metal at the end, so this is a rawhide mallet, and all you do is you put your stamp against the metal and you press. In order to get the best letter, you want to just make sure you slightly curve it and give a couple different presses before picking it up. Now I did an F, and you can see it right on the screen there. The one other tool that we have is some of these different texture ones. Some of them have little shapes on the end. This one just happens to be a circle. So if I hold it against my piece of metal, same thing, hitting it with a mallet. Now I can get little circular divots that you can see right there. So it's really up to you how you use this. You can make patterns, you can do all over things, but this is how you add texture or stamping to your piece of metal.